What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we're breaking down the latest Pokemon Legends ZA trailer with everything you might have missed, and honestly, there's a lot of secrets in there about the game, about the Pokemon being added, and more. And of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel and joining a Pan fam. Then that join channel member button below. And we're gonna begin with a little bit of the trailer here because they actually showed off a lot in the first 16 seconds out here. So one, you can see a new Pokemon already confirmed. PanFro is confirmed for the game, and this is the first time we get that Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch, which is very exciting stuff here. So you also, something we noticed, the city is very lively. There's a lot of people hanging out in the city. We have a jogger out here as well. The city's not going to be sterile. There's a bunch of shops in the background. Pokemon also hanging out in the general area too. Seems like we may be able just to catch these wild Pokemon just hanging out in the city, not even just in the wild area, but the Pokemon just hanging out in the city. Seems like we may be able to battle them. But we also got more confirmations of new Pokemon here. We got Barbaracle is confirmed, just very focused, very focused in this trailer. So I don't know, maybe we'll get a Mega Barbaracle. We also get our first confirmation of the Slowpoke line, so that means Mega Slowbro, Mega Slowking will mean the game. Also, Staryu is oddly featured right here as well. More Megas, Mega Heracross, Mega Pinsir, of course. Patrat was in the previous trailer, but we do know that, hey, Patrat first time to being on a Nintendo Switch game, which is very cool. And it just, hey, also confirmation of Houndour. We saw him in the art, but he wasn't in the trailer, and now he is in the trailer. And it just seems like a very lively, cool city. And it's setting down to sundown. We also get confirmation of Malamar here, our first time seeing that. A confirmation of Emolga too, the Dende. So a lot of cool Pokemon being confirmed. We also get confirmation of Dragalge being added. We get confirmation of Pansear. Pansage was also in the trailer as well. So all the elemental monkeys are in. And if you want to see a full list of all the Pokemon, then feel free to take a screenshot of this. But we have confirmation of all these Pokemon so far. Gengar was prominently shown off as well, so another cool one. Alakazam was another one that was prominently showed off. So yeah, lots of Megas in this game. What do you expect from a game that's all about Mega Evolution? However, we did not get to see a single new Mega or a new Pokemon, but maybe we'll get some of those in the future. So let's talk about the premise of the trailer. Nighttime equals Pokemon Battle Royale. I can't believe we have a Pokemon Battle Royale single player game, but hey, I'm all about it. I think that sounds badass. So when it is nighttime, we are going to be doing the challenges of Pokemon Legends ZA and trying to climb to the top to be the #1 trainer. The battle zone has been activated, and you can see that the battle zone is like walled off. Essentially, when you're in the zone, you cannot leave the zone, or if you leave, you're gonna essentially quit the night, which you would fail the challenge of the night. And in this battle zone, you're gonna be battling. So during the day, you're pretty much gonna be hanging out, catching Pokemon. But during nighttime, you're gonna be fighting some other trainers in the battle zone. Now, how is this gonna work? Well, in the battle zone, you fight people, but you're trying to do it to earn prize medals, which you can turn in for prizes and items, and also get wins so you can increase your rank and get some challenge tickets. Now, you can see on this screen here, you need 1,000 challenge tickets to get to the promotional match, and that is how we increase our rank from rank Z to rank Y, from Z to A, and that's what the Pokemon Legends ZA stands for. We're going from Z to A. That's 26 different ranks right there. Would be crazy if there was like a new Mega Evolution for each one of those ranks that we unlock. That would be pretty neat. Honestly, maybe we'll tie that up in there. We also get our first confirmation of the trainer's name. The canon girl trainer's name is Harmony right here, which is pretty neat. But battling isn't just the only way to get these cards. Another way to get these cards is by completing challenges. So we can get 200 points here by using a super effective move. Doesn't matter what those moves are. Use a super effective move. You'll get 200 points towards your next challenge ticket. And you also get 20 prize tokens, which can be exchanged, which is pretty interesting. We also get to see our decent team, early game team. So a lot of early game Pokemon here. We also can fast travel in this game. More confirmation of that. We can fast travel to the battle tower here, or at least to this arena fight, so we can do the arena in general. There's also a win counter on the top right hand, so there's probably like win streaks which probably give you more points. The higher your win streak is, the more points you're going to be getting from defeating trainers and by doing these challenges. So you essentially want to keep on winning and winning, spamming your wins so you can rank up higher. You can see here is at 2 wins now. Now this is a little bit further into the game, but we get some other challenges. Now instead of 3,000 points for a ticket, we're going to need 38,000 points for a ticket. And some of these challenges are knock out 3 Pokemon with a Mega Evolved Pokemon. So they're forcing you to use Megas. And it seems like, yeah, Megas might be a mid-game, end-game type of situation. We don't have them in the early game, but maybe when you get to like level 25 or 30, probably have our Megas start popping off. But 3,000 points for that. Land a super effective hit with electric type moves, land a super effective hit, or land hits with an ice type move. So just moves in general, but you see a super effective one gives you a little bit more. So the harder the challenge is, the more points you're going to be getting, which makes a lot of sense. And we also get another updated team here. Nice Pangoro down here. We also get to see the Mega meter on the bottom right, which means we can Mega our Ampharos. Seems like you could potentially Mega it whenever. You just got to hit R3 or just click down on the R button, which technically would be R3. This was a PlayStation controller. Hit that down and you can Mega Evolve. Doesn't seem like you can Mega Evolve just in combat, but you can do it whenever. And another look at the mini map here, which pretty much says that we are in the battle zone and we're locked into the battle zone. Now, beating trainers will give you challenger tickets, or beating enough will eventually give you a challenger's ticket. So now we can eventually get to that promo match. And we also get confirmation of the male trainer's name, the canon name, which is going to be Paxton. Now, our first boss is going to be Zach. Now, I'm going to say this. Rank Z trainer name is Zach. I'm sure rank Y's will be a Y, and rank W will be a W name. I'm sure we're going to get all the way up there, and it's just going to be thematic like that. And we do get a little bit of lore from this as well. But you can see when we win the match, we go up to rank Y, and then we're done with the night for the most part. Now, what else can we do in this battle system? And we'll get more on that background story lore in a moment. But what else can we do in this rank system? So, one, you can sneak up. Like in Pokemon Legends Arceus, you can crouch and you can sneak. We are hiding up on a bench right here. And you can see there's a rank X trainer there, +2 to rank. So it looks like this is just a regular trainer. We can see they have 2 Pokemon. We know one of their Pokemon is a Pidgeotto. That +2 the rank essentially means they probably give you a bonus on your ticket, so maybe they're more difficult of a trainer. Also, notice how small this battle zone is. This is a very tiny one. This is probably one of the more early game zones in the game too. But essentially, the reason why we're doing this is we want to climb all the way to the top to rank A, which is, you know, the end game of the game. Zach, the trainer you fought before, to hit that rank Z, pretty much tells you, my goal is to become a taxi, because this taxi driver has a taxi dream. I'm going to reach rank A and abolish all forms of transit in the city except taxis. Essentially, he loves taxis. So I'm sure all these characters are going to say something funny, but essentially your wish gets to be granted. You get a Dragon Ball style wish apparently within the city. You get one wish as long as you can hit the rank A. I'm sure it's very hard to hit rank A. Also, maybe rank A has like an Elite Four style system. Maybe there will be people who are past trainers who are from the Elite Four or champions from past games that could be in here as well during this lineup. That would be really cool. We'll just have to wait and see. But we can definitely see that, you know, trainers can sneak up on you. If they if they see you in combat, they will start the combat with you, which is pretty cool. We also do get to see the Pan Sage here, which is pretty nice in general. So more confirmation on that. And something that's also cool is you can sneak up on trainers as well. We can be sneaking up and making this a very advantageous battle for us. So we were like hiding behind this bush right here. Lucario is using Flash Cannon against this rank D trainer. There's just a regular rank D trainer, and we're trying to get some points. Flash Cannon is always going to be super effective, do a lot of damage, and they're stunned. So we can stun the opponent by sneaking up on them. Essentially, they can't move. We get a free attack against them after this. So essentially, we get 2 free attacks. The initial sneak up a hit, and then an additional attack after that, which is going to be cool. And once again, you can sneak wherever. There's going to be like, it's sort of like a Fortnite system that way, where, yeah, you want to sneak up on your enemy to get the advantage so you can do more damage to them and potentially just have an easier time in general. Now, we do get some interesting stuff in the minimap here. We get a cafe that we can fly to, which I do think is gonna be something we will probably do in the daytime, maybe not during the nighttime. But you can also sneak up against Pokemon and get an advantage against them as well. So maybe you can sneak up, hit them, and start the combat. Maybe you just try to catch them immediately as well. Seems like to get this stun state, which is really cool. We can also run away from trainers. So similar to Pokemon Legends Arceus, if a Pokemon is just too hard, we don't want to deal with it, hey, we can just run away. We can run away from trainers. I assume we can also run away from Pokemon. They definitely beat up our team a lot. They're definitely too difficult, so we're running away. Now, something very important in this screenshot is the minimap up here. You can see that the wild area is not the same area as the challenge area. So we got to be very knowledgeable of that these are two separate areas. We're probably not going to be fighting trainers in these wild areas. That's particularly just for catching, but the city itself will be the arena for everything else, which is pretty cool. So here's our first look at the shop, by the way. Essentially, we're going to use most likely our prize tokens or just regular money we may get from battles to capture or to get items. Pokeballs, potions, revives, burn heals, things like that. Just our standard Pokemon stuff. Maybe we can buy Mega Stones, we don't know. But essentially the gameplay loop of this game is going to be at night, you are going to battle Pokemon. At the day, you're going to battle trainers. And at the day, you're going to battle wild Pokemon and catch them. And essentially, you're going to get money from this, and you're going to use the money to help you battle at night because you're going to need revives, you're going to need heals, and things like that. So essentially, the day-night cycle, and I'm also sure this day-night cycle may have Pokemon that only spawn at night, that you can only catch, or maybe Pokemon you only catch during the day. I'm sure that's going to be back as well. I'm sure there's going to be day and night evolutions as well, like with Eevee for evolving to Espeon, Umbreon. I'm sure all of those mechanics are back into this game. But you can see, essentially, it's a nice little gameplay loop of battle at night, then catch during the day, use the money you get, and battle for the next night, and so on and so forth. Now, you can also battle inside. We have interior battles, which is really neat. Interior battles with your megas or if you're not. So maybe these are more story battles, but hey, there is going to be interior, so that's going to be really neat. Now, there is some Pokemon drip. I mean, this is obviously a region based on France, and we're going to get some drip. We get some Roserade, Badoo drip over here, which is pretty cool. And if you notice on the map here, even during at night, there's like a hotel or something icon, but there's also a bunch of shops over here too. So we're going to be shopping a lot in this game. We're going to be shopping and doing a lot of stuff in this game. So it's going to be very much alive. Now, another thing I wanted to bring up, we talked about this a little bit earlier, was the cafe. Now, cafes looks like a place you can actually go out and hang out. Totodile hanging out at the cafe. Maybe this is how you increase friendship with them. Maybe this is how we increase EVs with them or something like that. Hang out at the cafe, feed them something. Clearly it's important. The fact that we can fly to them and do something there means it's going to be important for the gameplay in some way, shape, or form. Now, it also looks like a couple other moves are coming back. Reflect is actually coming back, which is pretty interesting. So even not, so, you know, we saw Protect before, Reflect, we saw Stealth Rocks before, so it seems like a lot of Pokemon moves are making a return, maybe not all of them, but that's pretty interesting. And I do want to talk about the Mega Gauge. So this Mega Gauge, I think, is just constantly here. However, Diggersby, we don't know if he's going to have a Mega or not. I don't think he will be getting a Mega from the information I currently know, but when you see the Alakazam right here, the Mega Gauge is glowing. Obviously, he can Mega Evolve, but Diggersby, to our knowledge, does not have a Mega Evolution. So I think this is just on the screen all the time. I don't think this is hinting at a Diggersby evolution. I just think this is part of the UI, so I wouldn't get too hype. I think if Diggersby could Mega Evolve because the gauge is full, I think it will be glowing similar to how this Alakazam is glowing at the moment. But there we have it, guys. That is a lot of information that we currently know about Pokemon Legends ZA. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comment section below if you're excited for this game or not, what Pokemon you want to use in your team from this new video and all that good stuff. And of course, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.